Next conversation we want to talk about is a secure and adequate income. And that'll come to us from Pastor Marcus King. He's going to be looking at Isaiah, the first chapter in the 17th verse. Simply says, learn to do good, seek justice, rescue the oppressed, defend the orphan, and plead for the widow. Pastor King.
If I had a title today, I would entitle it, You Gonna Learn Today. And that's a phrase used to describe the pressure being put on a person or a group or a country who won't get it together. As we talk about a secure and adequate income for all who cannot find jobs or for whom employment is not inappropriate, we must understand Isaiah is God's prophet who brings a case against this nation because they have failed to exercise godly morals and ethics. In essence, he uses his prophet Isaiah to express his disdain with the disparities, even economic disparities amongst the people. He points out in the text today in verse 17, he points out three things that this nation needs: in education, they need people involved in exploration, and of course, the people need vindication. This country, America, seemingly has a learning disability called ADHD. We get attention deficit disorder because whenever we begin to discuss justice for the oppressed, we shift the conversation and don't get consistent movement. Parents who cannot care for themselves when they are not old enough or too old or disabled, had a child and need time off to bond with that child without the concerns of losing wages. We also still discriminate against those who are re-entering society and have paid their debts but stay in debt because they can't find proper employment. There needs to be a funding for income across the board where it is inappropriate for them to work. Some people should not have to work because of their disabilities, and the country should stand up. The reason grandma still has to have a job at Walmart being used to highlight low prices is because this country keeps failing her with low standards by crippling her with anemic resources. Taking care of the least of these is the least, not the last thing we should do. America needs an education. We got to learn to do good. America needs those engaged in exploration. We need justice seekers to continue to make sure good happens. And America's vulnerable need vindication. Help the oppressed. Defend the cause of the orphan. Fight for the rights of the widows when they kill their Black and brown husbands, leaving them with the debt of funerals and dates that they live in. Until we get it together, our mantra as justice seekers is to press and let America know you're going to learn today.